What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Balmaro, and there's the drive. Just 4 to shoot. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And it's off from three-point range. Here's the three. For three. Offensive board. And now just over a minute played here in the first. For three. Not going to go that time. Over to the wing. No good on the three. Fires the three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
First team foul.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he makes all three.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Right wing. Here's Balmaro. Knocks down the long J. Balmaro's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Count it from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
They set the pick. Unloads. Tipped away. Puts up a deep three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. From deep. Drills it from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 6.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Balmaro. 5 points in the game. Fires from deep. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Brooks defending. To the right side. The 3-ball. The shot no good. Minute 32 left in the opening quarter. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. Over to the left wing. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Going inside. Count it. Good. Balmaro's got 7 points.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants. Brooks defending.
And it's all tied up.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Slick crossover move. The defense had no way of keeping up.
He takes it in. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the wing, right side. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
From behind the arc. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
To the left side wing, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession on Tuesday, and then on Sunday. Clock at 6. And he buries his first look. Three-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Fires from deep. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Misses the wing 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
For 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
On the break, the defense didn't want to give up anything inside, so he pops it over the top.
Here's Mirotic, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
There's the triple. It's good on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
The 3 is up. He drops it from range.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Over to the left wing. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Mirotic. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. Here's Teodosic. No points so far. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to McCormick. Picked it. And here's the fast break. Lets a 3 fly. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Buries it from 3.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Puts up a 3. That bucket makes him 3 for 5. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half of this game. For 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that one drops for him.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Teodosic. He's scoreless. Pure from 3-point range. Here's Mirotic. Pass to McCormick. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. The shot won't fall. Here's Teodosic. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And we finished off one half of play. Up 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the home team, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the home team.
It's all been...
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. There's a screen. Launches a 3. Drops in the 3. He's got 11.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Lets it fly. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Three-pointer. Shot's no good. Made 4. He's missed 4 now. Here we go. Here's Balmaro. from downtown. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure. You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. The three is up. Sinks the tray. Balmaro's got 10.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For the lead. The shot no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pulls it with nobody on him. He buries that jumper. He's got 10.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And rejected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Off the inbound pass. Hits the trifecta.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Let's go with a three. He buries it from 3.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
1:21 left in the third quarter. On the clock. Soft touch off the glass.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
It's a close game here in LA. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's the three. That shot missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Brooks defending. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And they're running. The three. And he can't get that one. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Up 6. All right, we're going to step aside. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mirotic. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Here's Nedovic, and that one's good.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Hits a three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that one's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Yep, count it.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Away team foul. Number 1. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Teodosic. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Gets the three to fall.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Takes a three. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Pass to Mirotic. Fires the three. Nails it from 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
They set a pick. Releases. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Oh, they get a hand on it. All alone on the break. And the three off target. Into the lane. The layup misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Kept alive. Out to the right wing. From the arc. No luck on that one.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Can't hit that one. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
To the middle. Here's McCormick. Shot from the low post is good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
There's a screen. Here's Teodosic. There's 48 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Nedovic. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Fires for 3. That one is off. Jacks up a 3. And the 3-pointer goes.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
19 seconds left to play in the fourth. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
fires away from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Blossingame, and it's a Kobo into the shooting guard position.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA's such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Inside. Fires the three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. We're about 1 minute into the first. There's Cannon with the three. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
There's the pick. Pass to Blossingame. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And so here's the home team. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Dos Santos offline with his three. Here's a Kobo. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Krills the three-pointer.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
To the wing right side. A three ball. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Cannon. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cannon's got 6.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Okobo looking over the floor. Here's Papagiannis. Scoreless thus far. Tries the spin move. Shot clock at 6. Shot, high post. Blossingame. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Dos Santos. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Swiped away. Here's the break. Pass to Papagiannis. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. 3 on 3. Ball's knocked loose. Finished off the break. 7 points in the game. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the pick. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Here's krilexxx. Got a hand on it. They've got James. Diallo out there with Brown. And it's krilexxx in at the shooting guard. Pass to Nedovic. Shot clock at 3. Kalinic. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now here's James. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And the dunk by James.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Driving to the basket. Pass to Boy. They set the pick. Here's Teodosic. Here's Boy, covered by Morty-Yunus on the wing. No good from Boy. Pushing it up. Here's Diallo. And no good that time.
Away team foul. Diallo. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Teodosic. James covering. Fires from deep. Morty-Yunus grabs the miss. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. On the wing, James. Brown outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Nedovic misses. Brown feeling out a bit. It's good from long range. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Pass to Nedovic. To halt the run. The rebound by James. They could stretch the lead to double digits.
I mean, which would obviously put them in a very comfortable position.
Diallo the pass to James. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Pass to Boy.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Nedovic. Clock at 6. Hits it from 3-point range. Nedovic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brown outside. In the corner, it's krilexxx. Here's Morty-Yunus. Good. It's krilexxx who picks up the assist.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
James gets to Morty-Yunus. Pops it up. That's tipped, and they get it back. Here's Brown. Rebounded by Boy.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Teodosic, no good. From deep, James bangs home the trifecta. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Kalinic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
29 seconds left now here in the second. To the inside. And the jam by Manajunas.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there. Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
Here's Diallo. And that one released in time, but no good. That'll do it for the first half. Up 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be...
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
Okay, and now moving on to what's been a fantastic head-to-head matchup at the two-guard spot. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The visitors with the ball. Pass to Blassingame. At the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Papagiannis has got his first points of the game.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Korkmaz is out there with Blassingame, and it's a Kobo in at the two-guard spot. Five on the clock. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Cannon's got 8 points. Cannon's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. With the shot. And it's a Kobo missing.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Passing game out there with Korkmaz. And it's Papagiannis in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's a Kobo. He has 5. There's the screen. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Unloads. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. There's Cannon with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cannon's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
Okobo hits the three-point bomb.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game. It's beautiful. Here's Korkmaz. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Beyond the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Pass to Okobo. Here's Wasengame. 4 on the shot clock. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, man, I just love seeing a pick like that. Unselfish play. That's just good basketball.
1:46 left in the third quarter. Pass to Boy. Driving in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's Wasengame. And the three ball is good. Wasengame's got 6 here in this quarter.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
The 3. Got a piece of it. He's all alone. Here's Okobo. He's got 8. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Okobo. Shakes him. And that one, good. Okobo's got 10 points.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Teodosic, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Wasengame. A three-pointer is right on target. 13 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Connects from three-point range.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Up in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Nedovic, Teodosic out there with Cannon, and it's Boy in at the 5. Odiunas has the open look, bangs home the trifecta.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
Here's Kalathis. Shoots it up. The offensive rebound. Brown kicks to Odiunas. Spins. James outside. Fires for 3. The shot comes out. James has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Kalinic. The long distance 3 is buried. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Brown right side. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Odiunas. Back to Brown. Odiunas with him. James has a 2-pointer, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's krilexxx. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
3 points.
James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Cannon can't hit.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Here's krilexxx. Pass to Monaco. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Monaco has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now James.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fires away from way outside. And Nedovic pulls it down.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now here's James. Defense is right there. From deep three-point territory. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 24.
James has gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Cannon from long range. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:10 left in the game. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. 43 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. There's Cannon with the 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. James with it. Tries to save it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monaco. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 3-pointer, and the 3 ball is good. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And here is James. Puts up a deep 3. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's a Kobo. Hits the trifecta.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Driving inside, and he dunks it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here they come with numbers in transition. It's stolen. We played just over a minute here in the first. Covered by Diallo. Pass to Brooks. 5 to shoot. Fades away. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Brooks defending. Out to the right wing. Off target with the three.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Counted from distance. He's got 6.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
That shot wide open.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Fires the three, sinks the tray.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here he goes.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? And here's Diallo. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pumped, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. Covered by Diallo. Pass to Balmaro. And a miss there on the triple. Brooks defending. Here's a Kobo. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pass to Balmaro. Out left to the wing. Brooks outside. Clock at 6. From deep, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 35, David.
Now here's Diallo. Tight defense on him. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. It's tipped. Brooks from outside. Pure from three-point range.
You know, that's a great time to pull up and shoot the three in transition. The defense never had a chance to set up and get a hand in his face.
Out to the wing. Here's a Kobo. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 12.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Brooks. Defense is right there. From deep. The shot misses. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up 7, and the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Here's Korkmaz. Here's Krilexxx. From outside the arc, tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's James. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Hits the three-pointer.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Down low. Tipped. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. He buries it from 3.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
On the take, and slam dunk by James.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Shot clock at 5. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Check by James. Off the mark there with a 3. And here comes the break.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Mirotic, defended by Brown. And that one's good. Mirotic.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Krilexxx. Here's the pick. Pass to Korkmaz. The shake. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Takes the 3. Not going to go that time.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now, here is James. He's closely guarded. And time for the power rankings. Latter half of February. Fascinating to see where teams stack up during this part of the season. They stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've gotten into a slump. The season has not gone as planned. You get the sense that they're discouraged and they can't find any answers.
Connects from downtown. 5 points in the game.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Takes it inside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
59 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Over to the wing. Pass to Akobo. Launches it. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
The three ball. Unable to get that one.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, his game has gone the other direction.
Diallo outside. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. No coverage that time.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Mirotic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. That'll count. That one doesn't drop. And so that brings the first half to a close. They lead by 13. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it up.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said.
And now let's take a glimpse. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Balmaro. Three-pointer. No good there. Balmaro has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Brooks defending. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 7 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
No good on the triple.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Pass to Akobo. Spins. The three. He drops it from range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Covered by Diallo. On the wing, Brooks. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Akobo. 15 points in the game.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Oh, they pick off the pass. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Diallo. 6 to shoot. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The free throw drops for Diallo. 1:58 left in the third quarter of the game.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Covered by Diallo. To the inside. Brooks against Diallo. And there's the screen. Pass to Balmaro. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Balmaro's got his second basket of the night.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
The three is up. McCormick with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Uncovered. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Give him 8.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Covered by Diallo. Drains the triple.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Crafty move. Diallo on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall. Good if it goes. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Such a wide open look.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Now, here is James. Drives to the hoop and slam dunk by James.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. And they're on the run. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Korkmaz. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Here's Mirotic. Fires in the triple.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Here's Krilexxx.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Mirotic. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Brown with a screen. Here's Korkmaz. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
NBA, that is just not fair. I mean, I had a feeling he was going to bust out the dunk. He loves the big finish.
And the fans love him. When he has space to operate, they just know he's going to do something special.
And given his ability, someone needed to rotate to try and contest that.
James with the ball. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Just 5 to shoot. No good with the triple. Here's Mirotic. The three ball. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Here's Korkmaz. The three. McCormick with a rebound. To the left wing. Launches a three. James with the rebound. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Mata-Yunus. A deep three from beyond the arc and then some.
That assertive mentality, I mean, just rising up from deep and draining it.
Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. From deep three-point land. And the ball goes out of play following the shot.
Into the lineup for your home team.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Korkmaz. Fires from way outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The long distance three is buried. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Puts up a deep three. That one no good. And here's the fast break. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple. Fires away from way out.
Oh, wow!
Look at that range!
Oh, what an incredible shot!
The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game and
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Stolen away. And here we go. Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Cannon. Fires top of the key. And he knocks down the jumper. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Shields gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Cannon. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Lets a floater go. That's tipped. Shields got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
No good with the triple. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Cannon from long range. Drills it from outside. Cannon's got 7 points in the game.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Shields trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Back to Cannon. Brooks from outside. That shot off. And they're moving it up. To the left wing. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Balmore.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out to the wing. Shields. Drops in the tray.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's the 3. Kept alive. A 3-ball. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 6.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 5. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Going inside, and Cannon gets it to go.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Pass to Balmore. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. Shields drills the three-pointer. 19 points in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And he jams it with authority.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
With 1 on the clock, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And we'll be back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
McCormick with the rebound. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Fires the three. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. And here's the fast break. Dos Santos. To the right side. Here's Nedovic. Sinks the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Mirotic. Launches a three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Wasted no time on that one.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Plus the three after using the pump fake. Teodosic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Mirotic. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Down low, McCormick. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Bowling Boy. Kalinic. McCormick with the rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, that happens sometimes.
To the middle. Picked him clean. And here comes the break. Dos Santos hands it from downtown.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
They get it again. Here's Cozier. From downtown, sinks the three-pointer.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Kalinic, covered by Mirotic. Pass to Teodosic. Out to the right wing. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Count that one. He's got 5.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Nedovic kicks to Bowling Boy with the drive, and he dunks it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. To the right side. Here's Quizair. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Dos Santos. And he banks in the layup.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Kalinic misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Nedovic, the pass to Bollenboy, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Bollenboy's got 5 points in the quarter.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 for Mirotic, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
And swinging back to that first half of action, it has been a close contest for the visiting team. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So it's the visitors now. They lead by 4. Pass to Cannon. There's the triple. The shot missing. Shields. Jacks up a 3. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. They get the rebound. Cannon looking over the floor. Offline from the top of the key.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Misses the layup. Knocked loose. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Launches it. Pass to Brooks. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point land. Here's Bomaro. To the paint. Goes up again, and it's good on the way in.
And finally, someone scores. It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Shoots. Crops in the layup for 2.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Balmaro. Hasn't made one yet. Shields. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
The quick look, no good that time.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But the confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Cannon can't hit.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, and gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The jump hook, the 3, knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 9.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Shields. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Takes a 3. He can't get that one to fall. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Cannon's got 17.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left in the third. Dos Santos. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To stop the run. No good on the shot. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Up by 9. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Pass to Bone Boy. Fires from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
From the arc. That one doesn't go. Guys, a chance to add to their lead.
If they get into double digits, that would make it a huge hill to climb. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Lets it go. Back to Teodosic. From deep 3-point territory. He's off on that one.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Offensive rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Cuts off the pass. Dos Santos. Pass to Bowling Boy. Dos Santos. And it's off from three-point range. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Out left to the wing. From outside the arc. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Teodosic kicks to Nedovic. And he's good on the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
It's the three-point bomb.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Fires from way outside. Got a piece of it. Mirotic has gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Takes the three. No good there. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's Bowling Boy. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Quizair. Off target with his three.
Blocking foul called on Fabian Quizair. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Cannon. Latre. That shot is no good. His fifth miss now in 12 tries. For the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
To the left side wing. Covered by Mirotic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bowling Boy, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Shields. No good on the three.
Home team foul. Number 1. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9.
Ballin' boy.
And he makes both free throws.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Nailed from three-point land.
Number 1.
From deep three-point territory. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They seem to...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Korkmaz. There's the three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's a Kobo. They set the pick. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Hey, but D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Oh, tries a three. It's hauled in by a Kobo. Pass to Korkmaz. Shot from the top of the key, and the jumper falls for him. Korkmaz has got 5 now. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Buries it from 3.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Three-pointer. To the wing on the left. They set the screen. There's the triple. He's off on that one. Knocks down the long J. He has 6.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
With the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Yes. No problems knocking that one down.
3 points.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's a Kobo. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. For 3. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. And here's the fast break.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Defended by Brown. From downtown, the rebound by Diallo.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Krilexxx. Pass to James. The 3 doesn't go for him. Check by James. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Here we go, all alone. Such a wide open look.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 9 points in the game.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Pass to Brown. Here's Krilexxx. Shot clock at 6.
Get up to throw down.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? On target from range.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Outside, Brown.
Ball is turned over. away team ball. Substitution on the court.
They set a pick. He got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here's Mata Yunus. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Clock at 6. Brown can't hit. It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
To the left side wing. Here's Nedovic. Drills it from deep.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Fires, top of the key. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Beyond the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
It's Brown on the wing. Out to James. Lets it go. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3. James has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Connects from downtown.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And he's going for the oop here. Fast break, here we go. Defended by Brown. To the left wing, Teodosic. Knocked loose. They set the pick for 3. Diallo. He drops it from range. Diallo's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Hits the trifecta.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
James outside. Pulls it from the top of the key. Yes, on the jumper. James has got 5. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. From the arc. They get it back. Check by James. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 1:44 left in the second. Here's Krilexxx. No points so far. Just 5 on the clock with his first shot attempt. He can't hit that time.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long 2s are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Gets the 3 to fall.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
Diallo right side. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Diallo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Kick out to Brown. 51 seconds left in the second. There's a screen. Out to the right wing. Back to Diallo. Puts the move on. That shot, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Fires the three. Fires in the triple. 9 points in the game.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Krilexxx. From deep. And no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
You take a look at the visitors. The playoffs right around the corner. Tonight's going to be about fine-tuning and getting ready for the postseason.
Yeah, one game left to play. You want to stay as healthy as possible and go out with a win.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the home team.
You can see that game plan. Play outside in. They just haven't gotten to the end part. And maybe they...
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's a Kobo. Here's the three, and the three-pointer goes. They set the pick. It's picked off. In transition, here they come. Five on the clock. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Fires from deep. Out to the wing, from outside the arc, drains the triple.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Here's Korkmaz. He has 7. There's a screen. Takes the three. Counted from distance.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
To the paint.
Come to me, come to me.
And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. 11 points in the game. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Out left to the wing for 3. It doesn't go for him. There's a screen. Let's go with a 3. Buries it from 3. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Misses the three. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
To stop the run, pure from three-point range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. 1:07 left in the third. The three is up. He can't get it to go.
Home team foul. Okobo. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Sinks the tray. He's got 9.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lets the three fly. Drills it from deep. Korkmaz has got 10 points.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
To the right side. Here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 12. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Teodosic. Takes a three. The shot that time not on target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Launches it. Sinks it from distance.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
From deep, hits a three-pointer.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Outside, Brown. Fires for three. Can't get it to drop. Launches it from deep. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Here's Krilexxx. Pass to Diallo. The three. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's Matajunas. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Let's go with a three. Knocks down the long J.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
James deciding where to go with it. From the arc. The rebound by Teodosic.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
That three's off the mark. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
To the middle. James, outside, Brown. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for three.
First team foul.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
3 shots.
And he sinks the second. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, BA, as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And James puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
The three is up. James with the rebound. Here's Krilexxx. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Krilexxx has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. There's the three. No good.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Pass to Brown. There's the steal. And here they come. Fires from deep. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries. 58 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Krilexxx. Fires the three. Six to shoot. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. To the left wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's Brooks. Takes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Switch.
Pass to Blossom game. Here's Papagiannis. Here's Diallo. The three-pointer is right on target. Diallo's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. B, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Now here's Diallo. He has 6.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
Diallo's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Driving inside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's a Kobo. Pass to Blossom game. Inside. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. McCormick with the rebound.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Shields buries the long-range jumper.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Balmaro. And he hits it to tie the game up.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Boston game. Screen by Diallo. There's the drive. From deep. It's good from long range. Diallo's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Fast break. Here we go. That's the Boston game. Here's Papagiannis. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Rebounded by Papagiannis.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Diallo the pass to Okobo. Screen by Diallo. Pass to Papagiannis. Fires the 3. McCormick with the rebound. .109 left to play in the first. It's blocked. Here's Okobo. Still scoreless. There's a good screen to the wing on the left. Lets it go with the 3. McCormick with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Drains the three-pointer.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
32 seconds left here in the first quarter. A Kobo. That's good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Traps in the tray. 5 points in the game.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Pass to Blasingame. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Leading by just 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's Krilexxx in at the 2 spot. Outside Mirotic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Over in the corner, Brown. Ioannis kicks to Krilexxx. Pass to Korkmaz. Tries the spin move. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Korkmaz has got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They've got James. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. And it's Krilexxx in at the 2-guard spot. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
James, left side. Brown sets a screen for James. Brown the pass to James. Brown dishes to James. A fader. Mirotic grabs the miss. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here he goes. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Korkmaz.
Away team foul. Possess. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a screen by Ioannis. Here's Brown. Good. It's Krilexxx who picks up the assist. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
To the middle. Ioannis with the steal. James against Brooks. Outside, James. To the inside. Here's Korkmaz. Shot clock at 6. It's good from long range. Korkmaz has got 6 points.
They are heating up, percolating here in the second quarter, letting it fly from distance.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Brooks against James. driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got his first points of the night.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Brooks outside. Mirotic, a screen on James, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Away this passes to James. Odiunas, a screen on Brooks. No one near James as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range. James has got his second bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. And this format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Brown kicks to James. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The screen from Brown. And there's the drive, and he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Pass to Odiunas. Brown with it. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so we conclude the first half. Leading by 10. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Taking a look at the visitors, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the home team.
As a team.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've got Blossingame, and it's Papagiannis in at the 5, down low. Got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 10.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Pass to Blossingame. All alone. He can't get that one.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Driving the lane. It's good. Paul Morrow's got 7 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And he gets the bucket.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Arcobo's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And stolen by Diallo. And they're running. And here we go. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Tried to double clutch on that dunk and couldn't get it down. For 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Diallo. Shoots the 3. Cans it from downtown.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Out left to the wing. Shields. He's guarded by Diallo. Clock at 4. Shields. They can't stop the run with that one. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Diallo the pass to Papagiannis. Here's Wasengame. The shake. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Shields. 3-pointers off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Back to Diallo. Oh, good on the triple.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Pass to McCormick. Over to the left wing. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. He has 6.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Papagiannis. Here's Wasengame. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
James defending. Shields. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right
there. Here's krilexxx. Nothing on the board. Kicks it out to James. Pass to Matajunas. Back to James. Here's krilexxx. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 1 second left. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They're up by 10. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Korkmaz is out there with Wasengame. Then it's James. And it's Matajunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. Brooks outside. Here's Mirotic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first one falls.
For the away team. Mirotic. Mirotic taking 2 shots.
And so Mirotic nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
James against Brooks. James, the pass to Moniunas. James looking it over. Sinks the triple.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Right side, Mirotic. From deep, here's Quizair. Moniunas grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force, throw that.
A 3 for Mirotic. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Mirotic has gone 2 of 8 from long range here. Here's Korkmaz. Right wing. They set the pick. Here's Blasingame.
Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
James outside. Oh, good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to krilexxx. 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Moniunas. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Quizair.
2 minutes.
Fires from way out. Oh, what a shot!
He brought the rain from deep.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Moniunas. Outside, James. There's the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's krilexxx. Gets a very good look and converts. krilexxx has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Got that one up quick.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
James against Brooks. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. James against Brooks. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Blasingame the pass to Moniunas. Second shot opportunity. That's good on the jump shot.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Substitution for the away team. Number 31.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
krilexxx, no luck. so they get the victory here at home. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.